Right, today we're going to learn XOR gate. So the XOR gate looks like this. It looks very much like an OR gate, except that it has this little part at the back to indicate that it's actually an XOR gate and not an OR gate. It has two input A and input B, and it has output X. There's only one output. So what happens if you have input A as 0, B as 0, A goes in as 0, B goes in as 0, the output you get is a 0. That's understandable. That's just like OR gate. If you have input A as 0, B as 1, A goes in as 0, B goes in as 1, the output you get is 1. Same as OR gate. If A is 1, B is 0, A goes in as 1, B goes in as 0, the output you get is 1. Again, same as OR gate. If you have input A as 1 and B as 1, so A goes in as 1 and B goes in as 1, the output you get on this one is actually a 0. So what happened? Well, this is what happens on XOR gate. If A is 0 and B is 0, then the X is 0. If A is 0 and B is 1, then the X is 1. If A is 1 and B is 0, then the X is 1. If A is 1 and B is 1, the X is 0. So what happens is, on an XOR gate, the only time you're going to get output 1 is exclusive OR, which means if one of them is different, they both can't be the same. If they are same, then the result you get is actually a 0. But if one of them is different, so then you get the output as 1. So like the 0, 1, you get 1. And 1, 0, you'll get 1. So the only time you're going to get a output 1 is both of them are different, and the only time you're going to get 0 is the both of them are the same. Even if it's 0, 0 is 0, and if it's 1, 1 is still 0.